Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be looking at fast charger apps. We're going to be testing out whether or not they actually work, and if they do work, which is the best one to download to increase the amount of charge you get in a set amount of time. So it speeds up charging. I've tried 4 different apps in this test, so if we bring up all of the test results, I started off as a benchmark with no app, and the P, F and S are all different tests and ratings that I gave them. The P is how the app affects the performance of the phone, not how it performed. The F is how many features the app has, and the S is the app's rating on the Play Store. I then set all of my phone to 50% and charged it up to 90%. I think that was probably the best way to do them all, because it can be inaccurate if you start at 0%, or if you go right up to 100%. It's hard to actually time it. So I decided to go from 50 up to 90, and I timed it at 70% as well to compare. So no app, I gave it 5 out of 5 because it doesn't affect the phone's performance. The features, it doesn't have any, so I had to give it a low score, 2.5, and it doesn't have a store rating. It took 13.5 minutes to go from 50% to 70%, and then 35 minutes to go from 50 to 90. And overall it got a score of 3.9 out of 5, which is the benchmark that all of the other apps needed to beat. The next app I tried was ultra fast charging 5 times. Not sure what the name's about, but it did affect performance quite badly. A lot of these apps actually had a constant notification that told you what percentage your battery's on, and that is going to make your phone slightly laggy, especially if your phone is not a top range one. So it didn't have many features. It had a few, but not like some of the others, so I gave it 4 out of 5, and it had a 4.5 out of 5 on the store as a store rating. It actually did speed up charging by 30 seconds, going from 50% to 70%, which is, it's not even noticeable really. So the question as to whether these apps work, the answer is probably not. You can see it did shorten the 50 to 90% by a minute, but still only a slight improvement, and that's the same across all of the tests. Now you can see there, I don't need to go through all the scores, but you can see that the highest scoring app was Fast Charge, which is at the bottom. It wasn't the best in terms of actually speeding up the charge, but it did have very few features, which is good because it didn't slow the performance down of your phone. So if you want an app that's just going to sort of hide away and perhaps help with the charging, I'm still not convinced they actually do, but if you want something that's not going to affect your phone's performance, then I would go for Fast Charging. That's the logo at the bottom. It scored so well because it didn't affect performance, and it had a few features but not too many. So if you want to try it out for yourself, I'd recommend trying out Fast Charge. See if that improves your phone's charge times. If it doesn't, then you can obviously just delete it, because the question still remains, do these actually work? I would say probably not, because certainly with some of the apps, it actually turns off your Wi-Fi, it makes your screen much more dimmer, and that is probably not what you want. You could have done that anyway without an app, but Fast Charge didn't seem to do that. It changed the screen timeout time, but it didn't turn off Wi-Fi, and it did slightly improve the charge time. So if you want an app that will slightly improve your charge times, then go for Fast Charge, try it out and see what you think. And that's it. So I thought I'd try and answer the question, do these apps actually work? And to summarise, my answer would be probably not, but it's worth giving the bottom one a try. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you have, remember to leave a like, and I'll see you in another one. Thanks for watching.